Good morning, dear students. Now we are we try to know about the fundamental problem of an economy. We are all human beings. We have some wants. These wants are unlimited. Wants crops up one after one. Differences in intensity of wants. Wants are recurring. One arises after one. Limited sources. These wants are fulfilled with the help of goods and services. These goods and services to be produced with the help of sources, but these sources are limited. Sources, factors of production. Factors of productions are land, labor, capital, organization. These factors of production are very limited. So, sources of the production are limited. Hence, goods and services also limited. The sources not only limited, they have alternative uses. For example, land has various uses. Land is useful to habitation, to for cultivation, for industry, for infrastructure facilities. Human wants are unlimited, sources are limited. Not only limited, they have alternative uses. So the choice of problem arises. Scarcity is the root cause of all economic problems. We know that resources are scarce or short in supply in relation to demand, but wants or ends are unlimited. As as a consequence, we face the problem of choice among so many of our wants. This is because scarce means have alternative uses. Thus, we have to choose among the most urgent and less urgent wants. In fact, the basic problem of economy is the problem of choice. More preciously, problem before us to take right decision in regard to these goals or ends to be attained and the way. The source means to be utilized for this purpose. Every economy faces some fundamental problems called as central problems of an economy. These are the following. What type of goods and services to be produced? The first major problem faced by an economy is what type of goods and services to be produced. As resources are limited, we must choose between different alternative resources, collection of goods and services that may be produced. It may also imply whether to produce capital or producer goods or consumer goods. Moreover, we have to decide about the quantity of the goods to be produced in the economy. How much quantity to be produced? The next problem of economy is how much goods to be produced related to human needs or wants. How to produce these goods and services. The next problem we have to tackle is the problem of how to produce to desire desired goods in the economy. Thus, the question of techniques to be used in the production comes in the mind. Whether we should use labor intensive techniques or capital intensive technique. Labor intensive method of production implies more use of labor per unit than capital, whereas capital intensive technique indicates more use of capital per unit than labor. The choice depends on the availability of resources. A labor supply, a labor surplus economy can well use the labor intensive technique. For whom these goods and services are to be produced. Once we have decided what goods to be produced and what technique to be used in the production of goods, we are encountered with other problem, that is the problem of distribution of goods in the economy. This is the problem of sharing of national income. How efficient the productive resources are in use. We have also to see that scarce resources are efficiently utilized. This is the problem of economic efficiency or welfare maximization. Whether available resources are fully utilized, an economy must also try to achieve full employment of all its resources. Is the economy growing or static over a period of time? An economy is to ensure that it is attaining sufficient growth rate so that it is able to grow larger and larger and develop at faster rate. It should be able not only to make structural change from agrarian to industrial sector but also increase per capita income and the national income of the country. An economy must not static. Its productive capacity must increase continuously. It is clear that basic problem of economy is economizing the resources. The economizing problem arises in every type of economic society owing to the fact that resources are scarce in relation to multiple wants and ends. Resources allocation. Resources must be allocated productive activities, not allocate to unproductive activities. Use of new resources. As we have limited resources, we our economy tries to use new resources. Nowadays, we the economies try to shift from non-renewable energy to renewable energy. Increase the employment. A economy's main goal or main important aim is to attain full employment. So, to attain full employment, the economy must increase the capacity of employment. Improvement in production. In the economy, resources allocation is mainly focused on improvement in production. This is main important issue in allocation of resources. Improvement in distribution. Improvement of distribution is more important rather improvement of production. Improvement of distribution is way to economic development or all categories all groups in the society or a economy development of the economy, it is more important to improve the distribution. Economic welfare. Allocation of resources is mainly focused on economic welfare rather than economic development. Thank you. Wish you all the best.